Jano Peterson. Heat 7 then, and the lineup is in the blue helmet, Greg Hancock for the US. In the white helmet, Gert Hanberg. In the red, Tony Rickardson. And in the yellow and black, Marvin Cox. So this should be quite a well-balanced race indeed. There is Marvin Cox, getting himself ready. Blue helmet of Greg Hancock. That's Hans Nielsen talking to Brian Carter. Carter for the Danish team, and Heat 7 gets underway. Wow, Marvin Cox found himself there with a whole load of drive out of the gate. So Cox in the lead. Excuse me, that got extremely slow. So Cox was on the outside of Cox and was determined to take that place. And indeed, Cox finds himself going from first to last, all in one move. So Greg Hancock leads from Gert Hanberg from the Swedes. Same as Tony Rickardson from the Swedes in red. Well, what a battle going on for the last point here. Marvin Cox is battling all the way for that last point. And at the moment, Greg Hancock is going to get 3 points on the last lap. Gert Hanberg, second place. Gert Hanberg. Whole second place. It's the Americans that are going to get a maximum here. In third is Tony Rickardson, holding off a determined effort from Marvin Cox of the England Lions. But the Americans claw back at least 1 extra point over the Danes. Is it going to be enough? That's the question, of course. Heat 8 then. A lineup being Tommy Knudsen, Per Johnson, the captain for the Swedes, Gary Havelock, the captain for the England Lions, and Ronnie Corey for the US. That's Ronnie Corey in the blue helmet. Red helmet is Per Johnson. The big team. The helmet colours what teams they're in. So white for the Danes, red for the Swedes, blue for the US, and yellow and black for the English team. Gate. Look at that man, Gary Havelock. He really was making the most out of a good start there. And Gary Havelock loses second place. Well, I was going to say that hanging on there to second place, but Per Johnson for the Swedes moves through into second. But meanwhile, Tommy Knudsen leads 8 for the World Team Final. Johnson looking for the inside. Tommy Knudsen holding it. Well, the racing not exactly been the most exciting speedway I've ever seen. Certainly very fast indeed. The last lap then for Tommy Knudsen in the white helmet, leading Per Johnson, Swedish team captain, from Gary Havelock in third place, hanging on to that 1 point from Ronnie Corey for the US, trailing in last place. Well, a disaster indeed for the current champions, which are the Americans. They really do seem to be struggling with the points at the moment. Paul Thorpe, back for English Lions. Miller in blue, and it is, I was about to say, Jano Peterson, gating his fingers there with Jimmy Nielsen for the Swedish team in second place, and Rick Nelson for the Americans in third. Back and forth, 27 years old, twice as active, but at the moment this race is led by Jano Peterson. 28 years old, leads Jimmy Nielsen, the Swede in the red helmet, 24 years old, Derek on the last lap, Jano Peterson for a personal maximum. Only drops at the moment, as far as I can see, just 1 point out of all the Danish guys, which has got to be an incredible achievement. And they really are working as a tremendous team. So Jano Peterson takes the win, Heat 10 then. And the lineup is, as you can see there, Greg Hancock in the blue helmet, white helmet Hans Nielsen, yellow and black helmet Gary Havelock, and Henrik Gustafsson in red. So, Greg Hancock trying to salvage some current championship honour, leads the Heat 10 halfway stage of this championship. Greg Hancock, the American, riding number 7 there, holding off Hans Nielsen in the white helmet. Well, that'll give him a lot of pleasure. Trailing by so many points. Hold on, Hans Nielsen, he'll score back 1 more point on the day. So, Greg Hancock leads from Hans Nielsen, from Gary Havelock for the England Lions, from Henrik Gustafsson for the Swedes. Gets himself out in the dirt, looks for the drive. He's getting a pretty slippery guy now. Now, round the drive to beat the American. Greg Hancock then takes 3 points from Hans Nielsen, from Gary Havelock, from Henrik Gustafsson. So we're on to Heat 11. Tommy Knudsen, Sam Amalenko, Tony Rickardson and Chris Louis. Oh, look at the lead the Danes have. The Brits trailing with 6 points now down in the place. They've really got to watch out for this. They don't know they're better than this. They're going to find themselves having to qualify for this series next year. Won't go down well. That'll be the first time, incidentally, if the British team stays where they are at the moment, that'll be the first time they've ever had to qualify for a World Series final, if that indeed is what happens. Heat 11. Knudsen leads from Sam Amalenko in blue, from the red-helmeted Tony Rickardson, from Chris Louis in 4th place, not picking any points up for the England Lions. Well, a bit of a disaster for those. I think that's an understatement. Chris Louis, only 22 years old, finds himself really in very, very deep water indeed. Despite the determined efforts of the English team, they really are struggling with this. Tommy Knudsen leads Heat 11 from Sam Amalenko, US team captain. Amalenko, 30 years old, very experienced in these meetings, but it is Tommy Knudsen that takes the win from Sam Amalenko, from Tony Rickardson, from Chris Louis. For the Danes, and Martin Dugard in yellow and black for the England Lions. There you're looking at Martin Dugard. Well, he had a good opening ride, so watch the tapes. And away for Heat 12 of the 20. Oh, dear me, that was extremely close there. Dugard had absolutely nowhere to go and just had to lay it down into the turn. So, Bert Johnson got the better of that, just about. Bert Johnson, the Swede, leads from the blue-helmeted Billy Hamill, from Gert Hanberg, from Martin Dugard. Oh, not quite Martin Dugard there in 3rd place. Bert Johnson holding off Billy Hamill in this Heat 12. Gert Hanberg just about holding off Martin Dugard now. Dugard do what he might, try and get that point. Leading him. We're on to the last lap. Bert Johnson leads from Billy Hamill, from Gert Hanberg for the Danes, from Martin Dugard for the England Lions team. Bert Johnson, 25 years old, and winner of Heat 12 from Billy Hamill, from Gert Hanberg.